Hello, everybody. We're back. I know it's been a bit. Been kind of busy. As you guys can see, she's here. She's tiny. Um, so we actually have things to talk about. So week 30, at the end of week 36, I actually started going into labor. Um, we went in for our induction on the 19th. I was already in labor. I'd been in labor since the day before. It was just a very sporadic, one good contraction once in a while. I was already dilated by the time I got there. Um, so they started the process of inducing me. No, I did not get any sleep that night because when in the night of the 19th, they kept giving me medication throughout the night, so I was up all night because I don't sleep well anyway. And we did that. Then they brought in the Pitocin in the morning. Started having more contractions, more steady contractions. I will tell you, an induction and a regular going into labor is completely different. So we went started my Pitocin at 7 o'clock in the morning, and by 2 o'clock, I was already in full-blown labor, and the difference between regular labor and induced labor is right at this point. Okay, so at 2 p.m. I was dilated to a 4. So if you guys know what that means, yeah. But I was dilated to a 4 at 2 p.m. And by 2:10, I was at a 10, and my body was already pushing. So by 2:10, she was here, and it was literally one push, and she was out because I had been resisting pushing because I thought I was only dilated to a 4 because they had only been in there at 2 p.m. to check. But no, we were at a 10 in 9 minutes. Needless to say, I told my husband that we needed to get somebody in here when my body started pushing because I couldn't stop it. It was just doing its own little thing. And that's the thing, is you let your body do what it wants. It's not going to hurt as bad. It's not going to be as bad. But I will tell you, the contraction, one after another, is very uncomfortable. You get no breathing time in between your contractions whenever you are induced. When you're not induced, you get a little breather, you get a little calm, and then you go back. No, not with being induced. It is consistent, it is constant. It's just there. It is going to go until it is done doing its deal. As you guys can see, the dogs are very well adjusted to her already. Cheza was in love with her the second we walked in with her. But we ended up, I'm very distracted, you guys know this. But she is here. She was 5 pounds when she was born. So she was little tiny. Alexa, stop. That's her. I'm heating up a bottle because she was getting hungry. Now she's sleeping because she's in mommy's arm. But so one push, she's out. My doctor, nursing, we get nursing in there barely in time. They have barely enough time to set up for this. Because her head's already like right there. And my doctor comes in 30 seconds after she gets here. I wish it was a joke, but no, she made it 30 seconds after the baby was already here. So nursing delivered my little girl. I have yet to have my actual doctor deliver my children. We'll try the next time, which is next year. But yes, she was here. One push. She was tiny, 5 pounds exactly. Um, so they lay her on my chest, and her daddy's really happy because his little girl's here, and everybody's happy, and I'm like relieved because she's okay. And I'm like, oh my God, she's so small. I will do a picture thing of the pictures of her on a different setting. That way you guys can see how small she actually is. Because I am not a very big person. I am only 5'2", so I'm small myself, even though I'm fat. Um, but no, she is doing good. She dropped down to 4.4 pounds or 2.2 kilos before we left the hospital. But her blood sugar and her body temperature, everything was being regulated perfectly. So they're like, okay, well, 2 days, you get to go home. But they were also watching me for bleeds and clots and everything else, which I am still getting watched for. I am still on blood thinners and other medication to control my genetic issues. I will be for the next 4 weeks. Then I go back into prepping my body for the next one, getting everything back into place. She fixed the issues I had from the last doctor who did my last stitching up of my episiotomy, apparently. According to my doctor, it was very jagged and poorly stitched together. It was done terribly. And I don't doubt it, because that guy was stitching me up with no local, no nothing. But Bean is here, so you guys get to see her. She's tuckered out because last night was a rough night. She had an upset tummy. And so Mommy got 2 hours sleep. And she's fine now. She's comfy, she's sleeping, she's happy. She won't sleep in the wooden bassinet that we got her. She won't sleep in it at all. She'll sleep in that playpen. She will not sleep in that bassinet. It's pretty funny. Don't know what it is about that bassinet. She does not like it at all. I'm sorry, as I said, I only had 2 hours worth of sleep. I will be on Twitch later. I will be on TikTok later. I'm planning to do a TikTok live with her and a few other things today. I've almost got my house completely caught up from my husband being home for 2 weeks with me. We will actually plan a live chat probably this weekend or something with both of us here. That way you guys can ask questions or anything like that. I don't know if it'll be on Twitch or if it'll be on YouTube, but we'll see. But please like and subscribe, and if you guys, since now we're on judging baby products and stuff like that, and getting ready to start talking about the next round of IVF, because we will be doing that hopefully next year. We are working on raising the money, so if you would like, please donate. Plus, I've got to pay my doctor's bills. And I'm also looking for a job right now. That way I can get back to working, but I kind of want to work from the house. That way I save $400 to $500 a week on childcare, because there's no use in me working when every dime I would be making would be going towards childcare. So, yeah. But please like and subscribe. We will be going over we'll be doing one over the gift cards that Simulac and Infamil sent me, and we already have our ideas on formula because she apparently has a very sensitive tummy. So, Simulac, I'm sorry. Her stomach does not like you. And I do have to mix my breast milk with formula. That way she's getting extra vitamins and minerals and extra calories and stuff. That way she's growing better, because she just now hit probably 6 pounds at 2 weeks. because my boobs don't produce that much milk. But at the same time, I'm feeding her a little extra. That way she does grow because she's so small. And yes, this is what my doctor, my pediatrician told me to do. I'm doing exactly what my doctors tell me to do with her. So thank you. Do come again and enjoy yourselves.